Yeah. Okay. So I understand that like you've closed one of them at like 200 a month and you're on track to record like to make another sale. But if you were in a position where like, hey, a week and a half into the thing being live, you only got 9 leads, it's an IUL lead, and it's averaging at $29, right? Then this is basically how you fix that. And it's very, very counterintuitive. So you know how we're at like $50 a day, and that's like a minimum for any kind of appropriate volume.
Yeah.
Right. Well, when it's not doing that, there's actually a 3 to 6 week period where you can set an ad to $20 a day on there. It has its downsides. So you can't run split tests. You can't do a lot of things that you would do with any kind of marketing in general because the budget is super, super low. And the reason you're doing this is you're trying to effectively reset and brute force Meta to be more responsible with your budget. Right. And so it's like, okay, we're just going to do the same thing, but we're just going to adjust the budget. No, if you just adjust the budget, you're just going to get the same relative cost per lead. Right. You're just going to get it in an even less frequent, like you're just going to get it at a, it's going to still cost exactly the same. It's just going to stretch out over a longer period of time. Right. What we need to do is we need to just duplicate the campaign, but set it at $20 a day. But we don't want to hit the duplicate button because the duplicate button is trained on, because the thing we duplicate will be trained on to $29 a lead. So what we do is we create a whole brand spanking new one from scratch, which is kind of annoying. And then we manually copy and paste the ad creative, the copy and all that stuff. And then we the location targeting. Then we manually set it to what is it? Then we manually set it to $20 a day instead of 50. And then we have a 3 to 6 week period where the thing can run, where we don't have to increase the budget, and it'll probably get back a lot closer to like 10 to $20 a lead. Right. So since I implemented that exact same trick. Let's see, for this guy, he's also on the program. Yeah, and his thing is at like $10 a lead, right? And he only had the budget to put $20 a day towards the IUL stuff because he also wanted to run final expense, and he wanted to run and he wanted to run Medicare, but he wanted to run the final expense himself to see. Right. So so like this trick of running it on $20 a day, it has a lot of downsides, but it allows us to kind of fix the problem. So I understand that like you're on track to close 2 out of 9 because that other one's still in limbo, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Tell you what, let's do it this way. If you close that second prospect, when are you meeting with him or her next?
So later today. Yeah.
Later today. Okay, that's perfect. You could just let me know if you close him or her or not, and then based on that, I'll make the decision on implementing that. Yeah. Where's your ad account again? Sorry, because I have my stuff, because I have 15 accounts that I manage for like done for stuff, and then everyone else here is on the program. There we go. Quantum. Sorry, everything on here is financial. This, Aspire and blah blah blah. So. There we go. It's back to what the hell is wrong with this? It was 29 and now it says 27. Oh, we're halfway into the day today. Okay, but yeah. Anyway, so that's what I'll do. But if you wanted to like tell everyone like, hey, what's your first 1.5 weeks been like? Please share, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, we just barely got it started, but I think the first 6 leads came in and we closed 1 for $200 a month. And we set up an appointment for a lady that wanted to do $1,500 a month for Saturday, but we missed it. I didn't end up showing up. It was my fault. And then today we almost we're on track to close a 400 a month.
Okay.
He was just a little bit busy. We're just supposed to like finish up the portal,
Cool.
and that's about it. So, but yeah, we scheduled that after he gets off of work. So if we close that, then we'll be at 2 closes out of 9 deals so far.
Yeah,
So
that's not bad. Have you had any connection rate issues? Like, were you able to get a hold of all 9? Or
actually, yeah. I mean, most of them, I would say at like 7 out of 9, they answered. So
okay, I was about to say there's no way you have a 100% contact rate. There's no way. Okay, cool. Yeah.
no, we've got a lot of contacts, so we're actually surprised because I mean we run a lot of leads, so I mean
Yeah.
so yeah. But and then the last thing is, what would you say is like, is there any way that we could feed like the data that we're like the people that we're closing so they can like continue to find those people? Is there any way to do that or no?
Yes. We're not using a Facebook pixel, and even if we even if we were, we're in a special interest category, so we're not allowed to do that.
Mhm.
But we can do things. It's fairly advanced, but while I have you on the computer, I guess I'll just tell you. We'll need once you're at 50 closes, actually. Once you're at 50 closes, I can start putting we can tell Facebook that we could just put in the like bullet points in the actual ad copy itself, and then that lets Facebook know that this person we sent retroactively months ago, because it'll still be inside of the lead center on Meta. We're able to retroactively let them know. The other thing we can do, since it's on your ad account, is we can just go to the lead center outright. And this is so we're allowed to retroactively have a Facebook pixel to do retargeting that we wouldn't have been able to do and that's why we're using lead forms instead of the pixel, because we're trying to be able to get that retargeting later. You could just tell me like everyone we close, you just take them and then you just move them into this converted category.
And we
Right?
could
So
no.
Yeah. What?
Would you recommend us to start doing that now or no?
I would recommend to start doing it once you have more.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, try to recover the person that wanted to do 1,500 a month in target.
Yep.
And put that there, because this way we're able to this will stay on here up to 90 days, because that's how A2P compliance works. You can still message them and all that stuff even if it's past 90 days. Right? As long as they don't specifically opt out. After 6 months, you'll have to do what's called a reactivation campaign to get them to re-opt in. But unless the law changed or I'm mistaken or whatever, but but once you put them in the converted tab on here, we can tell Facebook because we can't do retargeting with a pixel. But we can retroactively have a form of retargeting by by keeping this database that. So for instance, this one right here, this Oscar Riviera, right? He's going to expire first because he's the first one to opt in. Right? Because they expire chronologically. So as long as we're repeatedly updating the converted tab on here, we do have a form of letting Facebook know without violating the Fair Credit Reporting Act, because we're just letting Facebook know, hey, we converted these people, right? Okay. Their algorithm will show it to more people that are like that, regardless of who of the Fair Credit Reporting Act or not. They just don't allow the usual interfaces for it.
Gotcha.
But we still have it no matter what. I can keep talking all day. I'm just gonna hit stop recording.
Yeah. Then I guess we'll just keep going with this, and then I'll touch base with you later today, and then
totally
go based off of that. Yes, sir. But no, we're liking the lead so far, honestly.
I thought I hit stop recording. Oops.